In this video, I'm going to show you a little bit about behind the scenes, so on my yard, how I interact with my horses when I'm not in training sessions. This is a question I get asked a lot, mostly because horses trained with positive reinforcement really want to do things with you all the time. They want to be with you, they want you to interact with them, they want you to train them. And whether you're just looking for them to be able to be polite, calm and safe when you're around them on the yard, or to help them be able to relax and switch off in your presence, then these are some of the techniques that I use. Now you can see this is my yard here. So they've got free access into the shelters at the moment, and there is a hard standing in front. I've got 7 equines in my herd, 4 horses and 3 donkeys. So my first rule, and this is especially true at the beginning, is to keep your training very separate from your yard time. So it's very clear to your horse when there's going to be the kind of little bit more of switched on time when you're in training and asking them to do things. So I won't reward them on the yard, I won't have food on the yard, especially if you've got multiple horses together who haven't yet learned how to be calm around food. That's really important. And if you have a horse who is quite in your face a lot, then or struggles to just be relaxed, I also use management for this stage. So I will shut them away just so they can see me, but I'll just use electric fence tape or shut them in this table, something like that, so they can see me but they can't get to me, to help them learn to be relaxed while I'm just doing chores around them. Now you can see that I'm ignoring them completely. This bit's really interesting because here I'm picking up buckets, which of course gets their interest, but I just ignore them. I don't make eye contact with them, I just do my thing, and this is really part of the cues for my horses that say I'm not engaging with you right now, and helps them switch off and relax. But of course, that doesn't mean we never have any interactions on the yard. This is Noisette and Cerise, 2 of my donkeys who've asked to come up for a cuddle, and I can choose to engage with them or not. And of course, it's pretty nice to be able just to have a nice relaxed cuddle with them. Noisette especially, well, they all love cuddles, but yeah, she really likes them. So you can choose when your horse is asked to engage with you how you respond. And again, this really comes back to having that clarity. Are you going to engage back? So make eye contact, talk to them, approach them, call them over to you, anything like that. Or are you going to ignore them? I do have a little bit of a cue when I'm done. You can see there with Cerise, I just tapped her on her back and walked away. I use the tap as a really strong cue to say, okay, I'm done with the cuddles now, and walk away. I haven't gone through any kind of formal training process for that. I just use it really consistently on the yard. Here's another example. So this is India. You can see that she looked over to me when I was mucking out, and I called over and said, hey, you want a cuddle? Come over. So I engaged with her. If I turned away, she would have gone back to her hay and been like, okay, Hannah's not available right now. But she looked at me. It was her invitation to say, hey, you around for a tail scratch? I said, yes, sure, come on over. And you can see she came over, and what she loves most in the world is tail scratches. So then again, I'm able to interact with her in a nice calm way. Now when I'm done, I also have a cue for her where I just give her a little tap and then walk off. And again, okay, well, I give her a little kiss on the way out, but again, you can see how clearly she understands this. So it's a little tap and then she walks away and is like, ah yeah, Hannah's done now. I was really clear with this with India when she was young, because she used to be very insistent about wanting tail scratches, and you can see that if you just really clear with it, they really understand. Here's another example. So this is Freckles eating his hay, kind of watching me, so I went over like, yeah, sure, I'm kind of available. Do you want to interact? Do you want to scratch? And again, at this point, just scratches is probably a good idea. You don't really want to bring food in yet. Keep that for your kind of more formal training sessions, especially with multiple horses. That is a rule I do break when I can feed my horses on this yard, but for now, keep it really strong to make sure they're nice and relaxed. But this time he was the one that broke it off, and he left and went to eat hay. Absolutely fine, not a problem. And that's really nice as well, that they're able to disengage, especially if you have a horse who tends to get kind of too intense, over aroused. Having this time where they can disengage is really nice. I also spend time with them where I just hang out kind of closer to them, where we're just kind of mutually in our own space, which is what they do together, and this casual connection time is really good for your relationship as well. Okay, as I said, I do relax the rules. So here, because my horses know how to be calm, how to switch off, and are used to me being around without engaging, and also how to be polite around the food and around each other with food, I can now then relax the rules. So here I'm going around and offering melon to them all, and again, they're all loose. I do wait to do this. I make sure that they are really solid and don't expect this on the yard first before I bring it in. And here's another example just on the yard doing a cooperative group teeth check, and you can see they all know to wait their turn. They're polite and relaxed around the food. So this is a more advanced place to get to. I would really recommend not feeding on the yard first. And all of this really builds into when you want to separate them as well. Now you can see here they are actually separated, and that's something else that I think is really important, that they do spend time in individual stables or pens daily for their buckets, and that will help your management too. But here you can see that I can call Rowan out. So I've been working on them learning their names, so I can call one, the others know that it's not them, they can come out of the gate nice and easily. They wait for me on the other side of the gate, and then we can go off for training. This is another example here. So here I call Freckles, really clear with that. You can see with Heather, I just put my hand up and turn away from her. It's like, no, I'm not engaging with you right now. Freckles, it's your turn to come out, and you can see they understand that. And that really builds from this clarity of I'm here and willing to engage with you, and turning away and not engaging, which I build both in the yard and in training. I hope you found that helpful. This is actually part of a whole topic on how you keep your horses, and we've got a lot of experience on this. So this is in Yorkshire, where our horses lived on a track system. This is in France, where I live in the mountains, and they live very much in the forest. So how you feed them, how you keep them as a herd. This is down in the south of Spain with Rachel's horses, but also your daily routine, how you bring them in, how you feed them, if you separate them, how you start sessions, how you end sessions, to make sure that you're connected all the way through. This is a really important part of the building success in your training and your relationship with your horse, and we cover it all in the CT Club. In fact, these are all excerpts from training videos in there. And now these are all of our home study courses. You get instant access to all of them as soon as you join. There's a long list of them with hundreds of videos, and you also get support directly from myself and Rachel. We love to chat with you on Zoom, and also with CT coaches in the forum, the Facebook group, monthly study groups, training journals, all sorts of things going on, so that you have community and access to real people when you've got questions and when you need it, as well as other people learning alongside you. If you'd like to join us, then head over to connectiontraining.com and just click here, Learn CT Online in the middle. You'll find all the information on the CT Club there. And if you scroll down to the bottom of any page, you can also get some free video training as well. So just click that button and pop your email address in the box, and you'll get free videos sent to your inbox, which are all about how CT works, but really specific tips, practical tips that you can use straight away on how to help and adapt your training for different types of horses, whether they're spooky, unmotivated, pushy, green, that sort of thing. And I've really made these so that they are applicable like right away, that they're going to help you. So there's plenty to follow there. I hope that's helped you, and thanks for watching.